Hello everyone, this is my Kia Sorento 2012 and I'm going to show you how I made it into an overnight sleeper by putting a mattress in the back. I went out and got some 2x6s to make my frame. Actually it's two frames because there's one for the trunk part and then there's another one for the seat part because the seats are pretty thick and when you put them down they don't go down completely. So I had to build a second frame on a bit of a slant to compensate so that my mattress would be flat from the back to the front. Now here you can see my boys there cutting the pieces of wood. I took off half an inch because I only needed 5 inches to build the back frame, and the reason being these two parts here for the back frame is for my lawn chair there. See, I bought a zero gravity lawn chair and I'm going to put it inside of that frame and the mattress will sit on top of it. So this way, whenever I go anywhere and I want to camp, something like that, at a friend's place or something like that, and I got something to lie on around the campfire at night or anything, won't sit on the beach. So this is what it looks like. Of course that's going to have a piece of plywood on it, not that big thick 2x6 there. We just wanted to see if it fit. Now he's starting to cut the diagonal parts, and of course we're very careful. I'm staying behind my younger son just in case. So as you can see, the laser beam, he's cutting the slanted ones for the seat, and it goes to about an inch. So I put 3 of those instead of just 2 because I wanted my piece of plywood that'll be sitting on top of it. I want it to be solid enough because I'll be getting into the truck on the right back door, and of course that's where I'll be putting my weight to climb into the vehicle, where my son is standing now, and he's putting these 2 side pieces where it'll make it even stronger. So it's 2 pieces, the front one and the back one, and as you'll see on the side door there, how it looks there is you can see the seats that don't go straight down, so that's why we cut it to make it level. And now they're putting in the side pieces. And then what we're going to do next, here he is putting the pieces of plywood on both the frames. One frame is standing up against the wood, and this is the other part of the frame. Here I decided to put a couple screens, material screen that I'm cutting, which will come down about 4 inches. So I'll be able to leave the window open about 4 inches on both sides. And once those pieces are made, I'm going to make one for the sunroof, which in case it is too hot, I could use as extra aeration. And I'm going to use these pieces here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sew some Velcro and put the Velcro also on the door frames, so that once I stick the screen, which has the Velcro sewed to it, because it'll come off of the material, however it stays on the metal of the car, so you don't have to worry about that part coming off. And I bought these little flaps here so that in case it's raining or something, the water doesn't get in the vehicle, because before, if I hadn't put those on, then it could have rained inside. And here's what it looked like with a piece of screen on top. I was just testing it to see if I might make it that way too, but the two side ones should be good enough. And like I said, I can open them at least 4 inches, so I'm not worried about getting a bit of fresh air. Well, here we are now. We're putting the plastic from the mattress on top of the piece of wood so the mattress doesn't get torn as we place it in the back. Of course, it has a little bag that I bought to keep it clean, but leaving the plastic on the wood doesn't hurt it. So my mattress is actually it isn't in all the way now because of the seats. I have to move them forward, then I close the back door, and then I can back the seats up a bit because it's foam. So here's what it looks like now once everything has been fitted and the mattress is in the back. I made my bed, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. There's my pillows are going to be there, and I made some curtains as well. They're handmade curtains. I just sewed them by hand, and I sewed the Velcro on them. As you can see, it's not a very good job because I'm not a seamstress, but it's good enough for me. I just need it for my privacy and for when it gets dark. I'll be perfect with that. And you can see my mattress here that it's at least almost 10 inches, 9-10 inches thick. You don't have to buy one that thick. I bought it because that's what I needed. Here I have 4 posts that I use. You can buy those at any camping place, Walmart. I got a tarp, and I'm going to set the tarp over the truck so that if I do use the sunroof there where I'm showing you now, if I do put the screen there, at least it rains or something, it won't rain into the truck. So this is basically what it looks like. I got a piece of plywood there lying on my mattress. And here on my screens, this is the big screen I was talking about for the sunroof. Okay. So now we have my front curtain, which is hanging. I bought a curtain rod and I sewed it on to my front curtain, and it's just hanging on the sunroof ledge. And I have Velcro on both sides, as you can see. So it serves its purpose for the front. Now I'll show you what it looks like from the back. As you open it up, you can see my front curtain is pretty good. It's pretty well closed, and of course at nighttime when it's dark we can't see anything. This is my headboard I was talking about, the piece of plywood. I put that up against the 2 front seats so that my pillows don't fall in between the seats. And you have underneath here, you have my lawn chair, which is always good to have no matter where you go. You don't have to depend on anybody. And there's my little good buddy. Her name is Grizzly, and I'm sure she'd love to be outside here with us. So here I'm inside now. I got my headboard set up. As you can see, my 2 pillows lean up against the headboard. And so that's it. I'm ready to hit the road.